A couple of weeks ago now, I recorded a video surrounding my nature workouts and the progress that I had been making inside of those workouts over the last couple of months or so, doing these workouts 3 to 4 times a week alongside my weightlifting workouts, which I was doing in the common push pull leg split 6 times a week. And this nature workout was a full body workout. It worked everything from your arms to your chest to your abs to your lats and even your legs on some days. And I wanted to sort of split this full body nature workout into its push pull legs split essentially. I've already recorded the push split and the pull split, and now I'm doing the leg split. I'm doing a few leg exercises that you can use as like a single day in a single workout that are all calisthenics based and don't use any equipment whatsoever, and you can probably do most, if not all, of these exercises simply just in your garden or in the nearest calisthenics park which you kind of use. And the majority of these exercises are plyometric exercises, and that means they're quite good for athletics. And my sport of choice, if you will, is football, and I think that some of these exercises are going to help me be able to compete better in that sport. And the first exercise that you can do inside of this calisthenics leg workout is 100 bodyweight squats. And this is like a warm-up, if you will, and hopefully you can do this straight without any rest breaks. But if you can't, then you can do 50 squats with a 1 to 2 minute rest break and then another 50 squats after that. And this used to be one of the only calisthenics leg exercises that I used to be able to do back before I had a home gym and was trying calisthenics. And I used to just do 100 bodyweight squats and then do maybe a few other like pistol squat sort of type of things and like deadlifts without any weights, which didn't really work to build much muscle. But the 100 bodyweight squats seemed to be the only thing that actually got my legs somewhat hurting a bit, like by the time I woke up the next day. And so maybe this sort of high rep, high intensity workout thing may end up working to build a lot of muscle and help with your athleticism quite a lot. And the second exercise in this calisthenics leg workout is box jumps. And for this, you simply need a floor and a ledge above that floor. And all you do is you jump from the floor onto this ledge, and then you try to balance on this ledge, and then you will end up jumping back down, and you sort of repeat this process for maybe like 2 to 3 minutes or so. And hopefully, instead of sort of jumping on there and then sort of like falling back down, you really want to jump on there, balance on there for maybe 1 second, and then jump back down, because this used to be the only exercise that I could do when I used to do my full body nature workouts for the sort of the last 2 months or so. And I used to just jump on the sort of ledge that I was using and then fall back down. But realistically, it's going to work your legs and your abs so much more if you just balance for like a second and then sort of actively jump back down rather than sort of fall back down and then sort of repeat the process. Doing the sort of actively jumping back down off the ledge will help you to gain so much more athleticism compared to sort of just not really balancing and just kind of falling off the ledge. And the third exercise that you can do inside of this workout is box jump runs. And hopefully the ledge that you used before actually carries on a bit for maybe 4 to 5 meters. And then when you do your jump, instead of jumping back down onto the floor, you end up jumping and then running along that sort of extended ledge for maybe 5 to 10 meters in just a full-on sprint as fast as you can. And I think personally, because I said before that my sport of choice is football, I think that this will help me so much more against people who didn't do this exercise, and I think that it may give me a competitive advantage, as I'll almost be like running up like a step and then just going on straight, and this will give me much more competitive advantage compared to people who may have just run along flat ground for their training. But personally, I think that's going to work for me. It may not work for you, but I still think it's worth a try, as I think it's just a nice little exercise that you can add and is possible to do without too much equipment. And the fourth exercise that you can do is a pistol squat. And the fourth exercise that you can do is some sort of calisthenics version of a squat, like a pistol squat or a dragon squat. And I'm not personally able to do these perfectly just yet. I used to have quite bad knee mobility, which really restricted my ability to do this quite a lot, but I am working towards it again. And I think I'll be able to probably do it within maybe the next month or so, hopefully, especially for pistol squats, since I don't think I'm too far away. But a dragon squat, that's something that's quite complicated, and if you can do them and you are quite advanced, then perfect. But if you can't, then I just recommend working towards doing like a one-legged squat and a pistol squat and all that sort of stuff. And the fifth exercise that you want to do inside of this workout, which isn't actually a leg exercise and is actually an ab exercise, is some lying leg raises and a few variations. I also think that you should probably train abs daily just by doing one set of lying leg raises every single day. But when it comes to your isolated leg and ab workouts, I think that 4 sets of lying leg raises and maybe a few variations will help to build your ab and core strength just fine. Because abs are something that are used when you're running, and abs are something that you may not know this, but abs are very commonly built whilst you're doing squats and while you're doing leg exercises. Abs are something that are very, very needed and very, very necessary, especially if you are an athlete or you're just a weightlifter that's trying to get better at squats and stuff in general. And so 4 isolated ab exercise sets, it can be lying leg raises, it can probably be like a few variations of lying leg raises, or basically just an exercise of your choice that builds your core and your abs very, very well, that you're quite used to and you're quite good at. So I hope you found value at this video, and I also recommend subscribing because I love this community of young tribal people who are willing to improve themselves so much more than they already have, and good luck. Perfect.